Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Healthy Business Podcast. We are in November. Can you believe it? We have just 2 months left of this year. And I'm really excited because I think the beginning of a new month always creates that new canvas for us, doesn't it? It creates that energy to start afresh, really reassess, reflect what's going on for us, what we've achieved, and what we want to achieve. And with just 2 months left of this year, it allows us to really lean into the actions that we need to take to bring those sales in, to achieve our sales goals, but also the decisions that we make now are going to set ourselves up for the success that we achieve in January and onwards next year as well. So, today I'm going to be talking about how you can create offers that sell, because right now it is a complete opportunity market. Between the middle of November and the middle of December, it is the biggest buying season that we see throughout the year. So, despite what you might be hearing in the media, despite what you're seeing from an economy perspective, there are opportunities absolutely everywhere, and not just at low price things. People are signing high ticket clients, high ticket offers every single day. I've been doing it. My clients have been doing it. I've had clients that have been making 3K, 5K, 10K days, weeks, as well as months. So it's absolutely possible. And I want you to really think about that from a mindset perspective. And I really want you to lean into the actions you take are intentional, and they come from the belief systems that we have in place. So if we believe that no one's buying, then we're not going to get intentional about putting posts out there or creating offers that allow people to buy from you. And I really want you to remember that you are an expert, that people are coming to you because they have a problem and they want a solution. So it really is important to think about this when we're looking at the offers that you're putting out there for the rest of this year and beyond. So, as I said, I'm going to be talking to you about how you can create offers. I'm going to be sharing with you 4 steps that are super simple that you can work through. And I go through this in a lot more detail in my book, Healthy You, Wealthy Business, specifically chapter 6, where there is a complete breakdown exercise that takes you through these individual steps on how you can build upon what I'm going to be talking about today. So, when you're creating your offers, you really want to start with your ideal client. We want to drop the ego. We want to think about your dream client. What is going on for them right now, and how can you help them? Because when we understand their pain point and what the problem is that they're trying to overcome, then we can help understand what it is that they need to help from a solution perspective. So once you've nailed that, once you've niched down onto that pain point that you want to help solve, you can think about those results that they actually are looking for. So, why would they come to you? What is it that those products or services that you will provide, how is that going to help them overcome that problem? And I want you to get specific with this, because when we come to create the marketing content, people want to know that you understand their problem. They want to show that, or they want you to show that empathy, that understanding. And when we do that through our marketing content, they are much more likely to buy from you. So once you've really thought about your client's pain point, what's going on for them, I want you to think about the time frame. So identify how long it's going to take to solve that problem. So it might be that they need to have a certain number of sessions with you. It might be that they need to have a set treatment package. It might be that they need to work in a more bespoke way. I really want you to think about the specifics of this. So identifying that time frame, look at how often they need to see you or meet with you. How long do those sessions need to be? How long do they need to use your product for? How long is it going to take them to get the results? Because these are the questions that your ideal clients are going to be asking before they make that purchase decision. So think about their pain point, think about the time frame that it's going to help to solve that problem. You might also think, when you're thinking about your offers, you might want to think about maybe not solving the complete overarching problem. This might be a sort of certain number of steps of that problem that they're trying to solve. So when I talk about ideal clients, we think about their version of hell and they're wanting to move to that version of heaven. And that will probably be a certain number of steps for them to get to that version of heaven. Now, it might be the offer that you decide to create is actually helping them move from their version of hell to step 1 or to step 2. So this will also be dependent on the price points of the package, because when you're going to help them make that full transformation from hell to heaven, you're obviously going to charge a lot more for that. And as I said earlier, people are prepared to pay high ticket at the moment. They're absolutely in that spending mindset and they're looking for their problems to be solved. So when you're deciding the price point of that package, really start with that problem. Look at what needs solving and how much you want to charge with this. Now, there are different ways that you can consider your pricing, and there are different ways that you can work out your pricing. So, thinking about what you're prepared to charge, what feels comfortable for you, what feels energetically okay for you to put that forward, because you need to feel energetically aligned to put a price out there. And I'm not saying that you need to reduce your price if you don't feel energetically aligned. It might well be, and this is more where I'm encouraging, is that you need to do the mindset work to step up into believing that you can charge that. So I've had clients that have been charging packages for £10,000 recently, and they are signing those. So, and this is in a multitude of different industries. So I really want you to consider that if you shift things, you can increase the price for that. And for me, that makes it more simple, that makes it more easy for you to hit your sales targets as well, because you need less people to work with. So, just because what's being said around the media, just because what is being said about the economic crisis, I don't want you to lean into that. I want you to lean into the value that you are offering, because people don't buy on price. They buy on the value that you can help them with, the solution that you can provide. So, really leaning into that, really thinking about that price point that you want to look at. I really want you to consider how you can do that, whether that is adding more value or really leaning into the value that you can help them with. Deciding that price point, and this is often the most challenging thing that people find difficult and people come to work with me on, is to help them price their packages, price their products, price their services, because they feel uncomfortable charging for that, because they take it for granted that their knowledge is known by other people. And it's not, right? Like, you are the expert. You've spent years really investing in the knowledge that you have, your experience, your knowledge, everything that you've done up until this point absolutely has a value on it, because those people who are not in the position as you from an expertise perspective, they don't have that knowledge. That isn't normal for them. They need that support, and that's where you come in. So we want to make sure that you're pricing accordingly. So don't undervalue yourself. And quite often when people are benchmarking and they're, maybe considering you versus somebody else or some different products to look at, they're not buying on the price. They will come back to that as an excuse, but actually their first thing is the value. Can this person or this product help solve my problem? If they can, what does that look like for me? And then really thinking about that from a pricing perspective. So know the details of the problem that needs solving, and then you can look at the value that you're creating, the transformation that you're offering, and I want you to charge accordingly to that as well. So once you've gone through that process, you'll have decided on how someone can create their transformation. You'll have looked at that top level package, and that's going to help them overcome their problem. So that becomes almost your kind of signature package. That's what you want to be known for. So, four really simple steps in there: thinking about the client's pain point, thinking about the time frame for you to have that solution or to create that solution, that result that they're going to have from working with you, thinking about the price point of that offer, and then thinking about how you're actually going to identify the name of it. Now, when we're thinking about that offer, a name is really, really key. You don't want to be generic. You don't want to be vanilla on this. You want to talk to the result. You want to talk to the transformation. Make it juicy. Make it sound sexy. Make it talk to that hope, that aspiration, that inspiration, because that emotional connection, that is what's going to connect with people. So think about the words that they're using and have a tagline that supports that result that you're going to help them create as well. When you're putting out an offer, you want to think about two things. You want to think about why this is going to help them. So there's the two questions that I ask people and my clients to really think about when they're creating content. So what and why now? So what is a question that you want to get into the sort of the potential client's mindset for. Why is this going to help them? So what? Like, I'm hearing this package, so what? What is that going to do for me? If you don't get under the skin of that and you don't share that so what, those reasons to believe, those benefits to the ideal client, they're not going to believe that that can help them. And then the why now piece, if you're looking to make sales by the end of this year, so in the next 2 months, you need to create that reason for them to buy now. So why is it important for that ideal client to buy from you now? Now we can create that reason, but it's almost delving into that. Well, if not now, then when? Because when we get into the psychology of purchasing, and this is what I work with my clients on and creating that content for them, really thinking about that so what and the why now are two really key questions to have that in mind when you're not just creating your package, but your sales page, your marketing content, your sales content, when you're having conversations with people. If they've got a problem and they've been having that problem for a while, why is it going to suddenly change? If they've always been doing what they've always done, how is that result going to be different? And I want you to tap into that with your content. Now, you might want to consider some bonuses. Obviously, with there's things like Black Friday coming up, you have the opportunity to create like a fast cash or first fast purchase promotion. Think about why they would buy now. Like Black Friday is going to be busy. There's a lot of people that are going to be doing promotions across those 4 days from Black Friday through to Cyber Monday. So think about why yours would be a juicy purchase for that ideal client to buy. And you might want to consider bonuses with this. And when we're looking at bonuses, you want to think about maybe 2 to 3 bonuses that you might have already included within that offer anyway, but you can create that and have that listed as a bonus. So the perceived value, or those, everyone likes a bargain, everyone likes to feel like they're getting something special. So that why now piece over something specific like a Black Friday offer, you might want to put out a special bonus or a special promotion just for those few days that are no longer going to be available after that time frame. So really thinking about that sales mechanic, that why now? Why is it important for people to jump on at that moment and buy from you, whether it's a product, whether it's a service? You might want to create a special bundle. You might want to create a special sort of quick hack guide, whatever it is. Go back into your ideal client, go back to that step one piece of understanding your client, really thinking about how you're going to help them move forward with their problem areas. So, lots of things to consider when you're thinking about creating your offers, but stick with those 4 things. Go back to what does your ideal client need right now? If you're looking to generate fast cash by the end of this year, you need to think about your ideal client. This isn't about you and what you want to sell. This is about what your ideal client needs right now. Because when we can tap into that, that's when they're going to buy. Then think about that time frame. Is it a 1 month thing? Is it a self-study? Is it I don't know, a 3 month, 6 month program that you want them to come into? Is it a specific set of products that they should be buying that's going to help them with a specific problem? How long are those products going to last? Are they trial products? Are they specific products for a problem area? Really thinking about that and recognizing how long it's going to help them use each of those different things to get those results that they are looking for. People buy on results, they buy on the transformation, they buy on the value. They're not just considering the price here. When we're looking at price, consider those different areas. Consider the value that you're offering. Consider the time that you are involved in that as well. Think about the cost of goods that you have, the top down pricing, the bottom up pricing. If you want to know more details about that sort of pricing element, then grab a copy of my book, Healthy You, Wealthy Business. It's on Amazon, or you can go to my website, sarahcookcoaching.com/book. You will be able to access all of this information and go into much more detail around the different types of pricing that will help you decide what would be a good price point for you. Once you've got that in place, then think about a name for your package, your bundle. That is going to speak to your ideal client. We don't want to be vanilla. We want you to stand out. Recognizing that the busyness of Black Friday, Christmas offers, all the sales that are going to be going on, we need you to stand out. Don't do the same as everybody else. Make sure that your content is talking to your ideal client, getting under the skin of them and using that to create a name that speaks to them, a name of the bundle, a name of the offer, a name of the package, the product, whatever that looks like. You want to talk to them because so many people are not talking to them. They're trying to push their offers onto them. So if we go back into this attraction mode rather than hustle, push, sales mode, you're actually going to be much better off when you're converting people. And we know that conversions are happening right now from conversations. I'm seeing this not just from myself, but I'm seeing this from my clients as well, that conversations are happening and they are leading to conversions. So, and that's all comes from that ideal client relationship, understanding their pain points, having those conversations, creating something that your ideal client needs, that they're looking for, that's going to help them move forward with their problem. That is what is going to create an offer that allows you to sell it with joy, with ease. And that's really what I'm about. So if you want to have more information on this as well, drop me a message. If you want more joy when it comes to sales, drop me a message on Instagram at Sarah Cook Coaching and just drop me the word sales. And let's unpick it. Let's work it through and see which bits that you need support with to create an offer that is going to sell. Because as I said right at the beginning of this episode, now is buying season. You need to be organized, you need to be prepared, but you need to have offers that will sell. And that all comes down to you understanding your ideal client and having the best marketing content that talks to your ideal client in a really emotive way, not just the vanilla stuff, not just putting things out there that people don't even consider because you're not tackling that so what and the why now question. Content is absolute king. And it's something that I always work with my clients on right at the beginning of everything that we do. Because if we don't get that content working, then people just read straight over it. People are busy. Your ideal clients are busy, especially at this time of year. So you want to create an offer, but you also want to create the content that allows you to sell. Now, this can be super easy when you know exactly what you're doing. And that's exactly how I work with my clients. And as I said, if you're interested in kind of me helping you unpick all of those things, then drop me the word sales because it's so important that you end this year strong and you go into next year feeling super confident, super excited about the opportunities that you have in your business. Now, I believe in you because I know how many opportunities are out there. I know what my business is doing. I know what my clients' businesses are doing. And we are, there are so many people smashing it right now. I'm receiving messages from clients saying that after a call with me, they're signing 3 clients within an hour because that content shift, those messages that we can send out to our potential clients that talk to them, that get them over the line. So to turn from the sort of interested into converted, that's what we're looking to do here. This isn't about taking advantage of people. This is about providing solutions for those people who need it that are already in your audience. Don't fall into the trap of discounting everything. Don't fall into the trap of the race to the bottom of the lowest possible sale. There's absolutely huge opportunities for you to be selling high ticket and smashing your end of year goals because that's what I want for you. I want you to supercharge your sales so that you can thrive, not just in your business, but take that time over the Christmas break into the new year, knowing that you already have that foundation, that platform for success going into next year as well. Now is your time to really create those offers that sell. And I would love to hear those offers. I would love to see them coming out into the world. So drop me a message at Sarah Cook Coaching on Instagram with the word sales and let's unpick them and get you bringing in those sales that I know you absolutely can do. Hopefully, this episode has been super useful for you. It's given you a lot of food for thought on creating offers that will sell. Absolutely, your opportunity to do that right now. And there are people spending, there are people buying. Now is buying season. So don't miss out on that. I will see you on the next episode. I am Sarah Cook. You've been listening to the Healthy Business Podcast, and I will see you very soon. Have a wonderful start to November. Let's bring in those sales. I will see you soon.